Regardless of popularity, some albums have shaped the course of musical history and influenced a whole new generation. In this video, we'll look at 8 of the most influential albums of the 2010s. House of Balloons by The Weeknd. The Weeknd started his career releasing a trilogy of mixtapes. His first one was the mysterious 2011 mixtape House of Balloons. It was a sonic revolution, emerging from the shadows of the internet, redefining what modern R&B sounds like. It abandoned the traditional R&B sound, dominated by smooth vocals and polished production. Instead, it embraced a dark and atmospheric soundscape. The content of the music was also different from the love and commitment cliches that were popular at the time. It was about the dark world of partying, substance abuse, and short-lived relationships. It blurred genres, incorporating elements of trip-hop, indie rock, and shoegaze to form a new alternative R&B sound. The mystery surrounding The Weeknd at the time added to the album's mystique and catapulted him to stardom. House of Balloons wasn't just a mixtape, it was a game changer. It shaped the direction of music and influenced many artists that came after it. Born to Die by Lana Del Rey. Born to Die is the second studio album and the major label debut by Lana Del Rey, released on January 27, 2012. It is her defining and most popular album. It has a cinematic sound with dramatic strings that remind you of old Hollywood. Her ability to evoke a sense of nostalgia and longing struck a chord with a generation yearning for a time that they never went through. It also challenged the typical pop ideal of the innocent, perfect woman, portraying a multifaceted and flawed woman. The vintage music videos for Born to Die and Blue Jeans went viral, and the album went on increasing in popularity. The album has stood the test of time, as it is only the second album by a woman to spend more than 500 weeks on the Billboard 200. That's close to 10 years. Born to Die's influence on pop music is undeniable. It paved the way for a wave of artists who embraced a more melancholic and introspective sound. Pure Heroin by Lorde. It is Lorde's debut album, released on September 27, 2013. When she dropped the album, the then 16-year-old singer-songwriter from New Zealand took the world by storm. Her lyrics were in your typical teen pop fare. She tackled themes of disillusionment with the mainstream culture that many people were feeling at the time. She was the counterculture to the glamour and excess that dominated pop music at the time. This resonated with a generation that was feeling the same feelings at the time, making Lorde the voice of her generation. The album had a minimalist soundscape with deep bass, programmed beats, and atmospheric synths. It was very influential, as it paved the way for a wave of introspective and often dark pop artists, from Billie Eilish to Olivia Rodrigo. When We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go by Billie Eilish. It was the highly anticipated debut album by Billie, released in 2019. It catapulted a then 17-year-old Billie to stardom, but its influence goes far beyond its chart-topping success. It melded elements of pop, electropop, hip-hop, and industrial music, creating a soundscape for a new generation of pop stars. This genre-bending approach resonated with a generation raised on the internet, exposed to different types of music. The lyrics explored mature themes like depression, anxiety, body image, and the fear of death, which spoke directly to Gen Z. It also inspired artists to make music with what they have. Billie and her brother Phineas crafted the album in her bedroom and came out with a record-breaking album that has been certified 4 times platinum just in the US. The album redefined pop music, paving the way for a wave of artists who embrace vulnerability, genre bending, and DIY production. Finally Rich by Chief Keef. Chief Keef's 2012 debut album, Finally Rich, wasn't just a collection of trap bangers. It was a moment in time. The 16-year-old rapper from Chicago introduced the world to drill music, an aggressive subgenre of hip-hop that reflected the realities of gang violence and poverty in his hometown.
I had no idea what drill rapping was, but I called my son and he sent me some videos, and it is alarming.
Tracks like Love Sosa and Don't Like became drill anthems, as their energy was unmatched. The album's violent themes and his young age sparked controversy. However, it also garnered mainstream attention. Artists like Kanye West and Drake took notice, collaborating with him and bringing his sound to a wider audience. Because of this album, drill music spread all around the world. UK drill became popular in the late 2010s. That in turn inspired New York drill, that gave rise to artists like Pop Smoke. Now there is even Indian drill, Japanese drill, Ghanaian drill. It's everywhere. Chief Keef's energy was felt globally and inspired a whole generation. Love Yourself Tear by BTS. It is BTS's sixth studio album, released on May 18, 2018. It delved into the darker aspects of love, exploring themes of heartbreak, doubt, and self-love. It experimented with a diverse range of musical styles, from hard-hitting hip-hop beats to soft pop rock vibes. It was also BTS's breakthrough into the US market, as it debuted on number 1 on the Billboard 200, earning 135,000 album equivalent units in its first week. It became the first Korean album to top the US albums chart. BTS didn't look back after that, scoring 4 number 1 albums since then. This album started their incredible run as it expanded their fan base and put them on the road to world domination. It also opened doors for K-pop to become the dominant genre it is today. Nothing But the Beat by David Guetta. In 2011, the French DJ and producer David Guetta dropped Nothing But the Beat. It was the start of the early 2010s explosion of EDM and was the main reason for it, even though artists like Skrillex and Avicii contributed to the popularity of the genre. Nothing But the Beat was the main reason it went mainstream. The album wasn't confined to one genre. It incorporated elements of house, electro, techno, and even pop ballads. It spawned huge hits like Titanium with Sia and Without You with Usher. The album arrived at a pivotal moment in music history. EDM was exploding in popularity, and David Guetta was at the forefront of the movement. It helped solidify EDM as a major force in mainstream music, inspiring countless producers and DJs to come, and even pop stars to adopt the sound. Enadia by J Balvin. After the decline of the original reggaeton boom of the 2000s, artists like Pitbull attempted to revive the genre by fusing it with other genres, such as Latin pop and EDM. The album that truly revived the genre in the mid-2010s was Enadia by J Balvin. It was a critical and commercial success, and it helped usher in a new era of reggaeton that was characterized by a more modern sound, which defined the rest of the 2010s and beyond. It also broke through in the US, peaking at number 38 on the Billboard 200. By the end of 2016, Enadia was ranked by Billboard and Rolling Stones as one of the best Latin albums of that year. It also won the Latin Grammy for Best Urban Latin Album. The success of the album helped to solidify J Balvin's position as one of the leading artists in reggaeton. It also opened doors for a new generation of artists like Bad Bunny and Ozuna to conquer the world.